Dodge loses every damn race when we line up against Chevys and Fords. Squad, what's going on? It's your boy Knockout here with another video for you guys. So as you can tell, I'm in a car that makes this a car vlog. You already know how it's going down when I come around. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. First things first, car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel, right? So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you're in the right place, man. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out, right? So let me ask you a simple question. Why is it that Dodge loses every damn race when we line up against Chevys and Fords? What do I mean by that? All right, so boom, bust it. I'm watching two YouTube channels. Most recently, Carwow, right? Carwow, Matt Watson, car reviewer. He does his thing. I think he's British. He is British. He's based out of Britain. And he does a lot of, car reviews. I mean, everything from, your AMGs, your McLarens, your BMWs, all the way down to your Hellcats. I've seen him do Mustangs, Camaros, the whole nine. He does it all. So on his channel, or on that channel, Carwow, they did a Ford Mustang King Cobra versus Chevy Camaro versus Dodge Challenger SRT. And they did about 3 races. They did 2 from a dig, I believe. And then they did 1 roll. And guess who came in 3rd place every single time? Let's watch. We're going to do a reaction video, right? So boom. I'm going to go ahead and cue up the video for you guys. Let's watch. All right, so the Challenger gets a good start, wide body. Camaro gets a terrible start. Ford Mustang is off hard. Looks like it's the Challenger and the Mustang. Camaro's gaining some ground. Challenger's losing ground. Ford Mustang has got him clearly. Challenger's losing severely. And the Chevy Camaro has passed the Challenger right at the end.
Hey, Chevy.
So the Challenger got a great start, right? Neck and neck with the Ford Mustang. And then lost it. Literally lost it. Just lost all power, right? The Ford Mustang continued on, blasted right past them. The Camaro actually caught up to speed and then blasted right past them. Embarrassing, right? You got a great jump. The race should be yours. That's not the case, right? Not the case. So let's go into the next one. All right, Challenger got a terrible start. The Camaro and the Mustang are neck and neck. You can't even see the Challenger at this point. Camaro's gone. The Challenger's out of the damn shot. Out of the damn shot altogether. Camaro wins that one, right? Camaro wins that one by a mile. Challenger's not even in the damn shot.
It's a better run, but the gearbox just fluffed itself. It just wouldn't change. It was like, no.
Yeah, and he's complaining about the gearbox in the Mustang. Meanwhile, you can't even see the damn Challenger, right? Okay. So then he goes in on the Challenger. He gives the Challenger one more chance. All right, here's the 3rd race.
Good change that time.
Challenger, good jump. Already in 3rd place. Camaro and the Mustang are gone.
Better that time. Come on, Ford. Here comes a Chevy now. Come on, hold up for the Here comes a Chevy.
Yep.
Come on, hold up for the quad.
Challenger almost 2 cars behind. They say that that's a Challenger SRT, so I'm assuming that's a Hellcat. I'm assuming that's a Hellcat versus a GT 500 versus Chevy Camaro Z01. So basically the top of the line for all of those cars. The Challenger really didn't spin off the line, I don't believe. The first time it got a decent jump, lost. The second time, an even better jump, lost, and then the third time, just a terrible jump altogether. L. So I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, you know, that's because it's the regular Hellcat. Maybe it needs a red eye. Red eye, 797 horsepower, right? So I go to Throttle House, right? That's another huge car YouTube channel, right? So I'm watching their video. They actually did a video this time last year, 2020 Shelby Mustang GT500, 2020 Camaro Z01 versus a 2020 Dodge Challenger Red Eye Hellcat, or Hellcat Red Eye, however you say, right? And do you think the results were any different? Well, let's find out. So let's go ahead and watch the first one. Obviously, you guys are going to have to fast forward through the video because they do a lot of talk and a whole lot of fluff. But let's see what's going on here. Which is to be expected. He said he's starting in second gear. Okay, the red eye got a nice little start. Looks like the Camaro's off hard, so it's red eye and the Mustang neck and neck. And then it literally looks like every car just starts to pull off. And at this point, it's probably 2-3 car lengths in between the Challenger and the Mustang, and then another 2-3 car lengths between the Mustang and the Z01. Z01, Mustang, Challenger, not even shortly behind, just behind. Why do we keep losing all these races? Now, you know, a lot of people say that the reason Dodge's 0 to 60 numbers are so low, right, and so good is because you got perfectly prepped track, or it's done on a strip, on a drag strip, right? Perfectly prepped drag strip, right? As in the road is perfectly prepped, sticky, the whole nine. If you've ever stepped on the drag strip, like, it's the stickiest shit in the world. Like, you may lose a shoe. I've seen people lose a shoe because it's so sticky, but whatever. Perfectly prepped drag strip, perfectly prepped tires, right? Drag radials, not street tires. And that's where Dodge gets their amazing numbers for the Hellcats, right? For the Hellcats, for the Chargers, the Challengers, the Red Eyes, whatever. That's all well and good. Okay, so I get that. I get as far as the numbers are concerned. But you would at least think that even on an unprepped surface, on the street, we would at least be able to keep up with these other two cars to some degree. And when I say keep up, maybe they get us by half a car length. Maybe they get us by a whole car length. A whole car. I give them a whole Ford Mustang. No. We are 2-3 car lengths behind. And people say driver mod, right? You need a driver mod. Obviously, the driver doesn't know what they're doing. They don't know how to... Listen, I mean, there's only but so much driver modification that needs to be made when you've got an 800 horsepower car, 797 horsepower car. And once you floor it and put the damn pedal to the floorboard, you shouldn't need much of a driver mod at that point. The car should do exactly what it's supposed to do, which is go as fast as hell and win. But for some reason, I was just, I just thought about making this video. I don't know why, but I was just sitting there. I watched the most recent video from Carwow, which just came out yesterday. Today is Saturday, came out Friday. It's already done 1 million views. It's ridiculous. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm hoping that at least at some point the Dodge will come in second place. I'm not even expecting first place, right? Because like I know, the Challenger is the big box, right? A big brick on wheels. Nothing aerodynamic about that. I get it. And the Challenger, especially the Camaro, is literally like a knife in the wind, especially the Camaro. I've always said the Camaro's got the hardest front end out of all the 3 cars, right? The ZL1. I get that. But all 3 of those cars, well, both of those cars compared to the Challenger are severely underpowered. The 500, the GT500 is putting down about 750. The ZL1, I don't even know if the ZL1's putting down 700 horsepower. Like, real talk. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but the ZL1 may be putting down like 658, something like that. I could be snapping. I don't know, but I think that the ZL1 is putting down like 650, 670. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. If I'm wrong, correct me. And then, of course, the Red Eye's putting down 797, damn near 800. And you would think, with all that horsepower, all that torque, we would at least be able to put up a fighting chance against these cars. But no, we get smoked every single time. And our only excuse, the only thing that Dodge guys can come up with is, oh, well, it wasn't on a perfectly prepped surface. Like, I get that. It wasn't on a perfectly prepped drag strip. I get that. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But at the same time, like, damn, like, we can't even come close. Like, we can't even come close to even coming in second place. Like, wow. Like, come on, bro. Like, that first race, with the Hellcat and the GT and the Z01. That's the first one on carwow. Like, the Hellcat was at least 2-3 car lengths behind. And then even with the REDEYE was 2-3 car lengths behind. How much of a driver mod do you really need? Like, it can't be the driver. The driver can't be the reason all the time. Is it our weight? Is it our lack of aerodynamics? What is it? Why are we suffering? Why are we losing these races that we should be easily winning? 797 horsepower, 750 for the 500, and then I don't even think the Z01's putting down 700. Let's say it is. Let's say the Z01's putting down 715. Right? Let's say the Z01's putting down 715 horsepower. That still shouldn't be a comparison to us, guys. I mean, what is it? Is it our weight? Is it our lack of aerodynamics? Is it one of those things where no matter how much power you put into a car, at the end of the day, it is still a brick on wheels? I get aerodynamics, I get the physics of it, but at some point, the power has got to take over. Our excuse every single time we take a L can't just be, oh, well, you know, it wasn't on a perfectly prepped surface. It wasn't on the drag strip. I get all that. I do. But damn, we can't even come in second place out of the big three. I see Hellcats losing all the time. On the gram, I see it all the time. I see Hellcats just spinning out, losing. I see REDEYE spinning out, losing. You remember It's Just the Six, his page, when he raced that Demon? I think they did a roll race, which probably isn't the wheelhouse of the Demon. But even in that case, like, he still took off 3-4 car lengths on the Demon. Wasn't even close. I don't even think he could see him in his rearview mirror. What's the problem? What's really the problem? You know? Is it the weight? Is it the aerodynamics? But at the end of the day, man, it's sad to see that we can't even place in the top 2 out of 3. We're literally last, just terribly last. And I saw one guy comment, he was like, you know, that's what makes the Challenger, right? Well, that's what makes Dodge Dodge. Dodge is just big and loud and unapologetic and just muscular and all that stuff. And I'm like, listen, that's great. But I want to win some damn races with my 800 horsepower car. I want to win some races. I want to be able to talk a little shit. I want to have some sort of bragging rights. I don't want to just be sitting back here with a dope-ass, loud car that looks good, that takes L's every single time I line up. I don't know, guys. Talk to your boy, man. What's the problem? It can't be a driver mod. Don't comment driver mod, because those guys were starting in second gear and rolling into it slowly. It wasn't like they were just in first gear, launch control, boom. They were rolling into it. Is that the only excuse that we can use, is that our car is only useful on a perfectly prepped drag strip? Is that it? I don't know, guys. Talk to your boy, man. It's a hot one out here. I'm about to get out of here, but talk to me, man. Carwow and Throttle House, 2 YouTube channels that go head to head with cool stuff like that, man. They just put it to the test. Are Hellcats really that fast? I don't know, man. Talk to me, man. As always, it's been your boy Knockout 360. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.